Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 75 of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got ourselves a challenge run today. I think it's going to be one of the easier ones. Yeah, it's computer savvy, which is probably like notoriously basically the easiest challenge. You can see we start with Spoonbender, Technology, and Tech 2, which makes our tiers homing lasers, which is about as good as it sounds, yeah. D3ZV. CV29. I don't know why that was so hard to parse that seed for me, but here we are. This is an odd room, man. This is a weird looking place to be, but I guess I'll try that out. I missed like everything I was supposed to do with that bomb. I can't get this item. I didn't get that tinted rock. I'm the worst. And you know what? The best part is, it's not even really gonna matter probably, because this run just starts you off on such a strong foot that it's like doesn't. It's like a really cool concept for a challenge, admittedly. It's like just like a lot of fun. And I think I don't necessarily think there need to be more challenges like that, but I would not have been opposed if more challenges were like that, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, here's a really cool item combination that you don't see all that often. Go buck wild, have some fun with it, see where you can get. This only goes to Mom, so we don't have a ton of time to enjoy it here. Unless we decide that, or unless we find a way to press past Mom and just go to Mom's heart and stuff like that. Which is potentially possible if you get, like, the shovel or things like that. For now, though, let's just enjoy it while we're here. This could be, like, the shortest challenge run that we've had yet. I know Slow Roll was actually, like, 16 goddamn minutes or something stupid like that. I don't know if this one's going to be faster. We don't have the same amount of damage is the problem. If we can get some good damage rolling, then we'll be in a pretty awesome spot here. But right now, we're still in an awesome spot, don't get me wrong. It's just the damage is lackluster for the time being. But it hardly matters with the amount of ticks of damage we're doing, and the fact that we have a homing laser is just fucking badass. Isn't that right? So we got Pageant Boy here. No real need to head back for that Eternal Heart that we left behind, because we're going to get an HP container out of this either way. Again, yeah, no treasure rooms on this run. I believe there are still shops. I could be wrong about that. I'm not fully confident, but I guess we'll see if we come across one. We might have seen one on the last floor that I just skipped out on. Wouldn't have surprised me. But yeah, it's a nice time. It's just like 3 fairly rare items to come across like on the same run together. I don't know if they all count as special items or not. I'm pretty sure Spoonbender is not a special item. And special item is just like kind of a term. I think it's like more technical term for certain items that if you see one quote-unquote special item on a run, then other special items become much less likely to appear. And it becomes progressively less likely the more special items that you end up seeing. If that makes sense. Like if you see like Mom's Knife on a run, then the odds of you seeing Brimstone or something, or like Death's Touch or Ipecac or whatever, any like really transformative items like that. Technology, I think, does count. Ludovico Technique, things like that. All those are pretty transformative, I would say. And the odds as you see more of those... Oh, God. Really? Alright. Sure. Let's just go fucking buck wild, man. We got homing... I love the sprite, by the way. Just take a moment to look at it. I don't know how well it's going to show up on video. Of the technology laser curling around the brimstone. That is fucking ludicrous, dude. Let's Emperor card. How fast can we go? How fast can this happen? We still have absolutely garbage damage, to be fair. I forgot that those bombs actually did contact damage as well. That's always a fun time. Like, our damage is still straight up pretty bad. I think Technology or Tech 2 might be like an actual damage downgrade. But I mean, can you argue with this that you're seeing right now? This is so good. We need like literally just like one solid like damage upgrade, which we got a decent one in the form of the Halo. Crackjacks is fine. I actually could do with a little more HP. It's like the one Achilles heel of this run right now, but otherwise, keep on cruising, man. See how fast this can happen. I don't know. I might consider like if this run just goes like way too fast, like we get another Emperor card along the way here and just make things make things go ridiculously speedy, then maybe we'll just do like a regular run in this video in conjunction with the challenge, because I don't want to put out like a straight up 10-minute video or something. Although, isn't it crazy to think that just several years ago when I started out, 10 minutes was the limit, like technically 11 minutes I guess, because you could kind of cheat it by going to 10:59 and it would still count in the YouTube system as like 10 minutes, quote unquote. Okay, that was bad, but it's fine. I don't really need to deal with the devil on this floor. We already got basically the best deal with the devil we could ever hope for. Not really. We could have gotten like brimstone and a damage upgrade and a win. But yeah, it's hard to imagine like back when the time limit for YouTube was 10 minutes. You really could not do, or could not easily fathom doing, a Binding of Isaac Let's Play like this, because you'd have to split every run into different segments. So like each run would take up possibly like 5 or 6 videos, depending, or like I guess given the variance of the length of Isaac runs, it'd probably be something more like 3 to 10 videos per run, which is ludicrous right now, because right now we can do with the unlimited time limit, we can do 1 run every video, and it's no big deal. And it's like we just take it for granted. The fact that this LP can even exist right now is just kind of it would not have been feasible, I want to say, with the previous YouTube system in place. But now I am happy to say that YouTube got their shit straight. I don't know what the 10-minute time limit was initially about anyway. I don't know if it was like bandwidth restrictions or what it was, if YouTube just wasn't big enough to handle too many like super long videos, whereas now they have the infrastructure to probably deal with it, I would imagine. Oh, a 6-room? God damn it, man. Oh, this is so good though. I just want to, I know, oh god, I'll think about it. Cause like this run is like I've been given a golden gift from the Isaac gods, brimstone, homing brimstone and technology. It's so much fun. I don't think I'm gonna re-roll it. I think it's too just like, I know it's like really good and it's maybe a little boring to watch, honestly, but it's still fun. I think like the purple brimstone is like, you don't get homing brimstone actually all that often. And granted, I think even if we do take the 6th room, it won't re-roll technology or tech 2 or a spoonbender, so we'd still have a good run on our hands regardless of what we rolled into, probably. I mean, there are some items that could probably mess that up a little severely, but that's the odds of that happening with the amount of items that we would get out of the re-roll is not super high, I don't think. We'll get a cube of meat / ball of bandages here, and also another deal with the devil, which could be good for us. How did that fire actually shoot between the rocks there? You know what? You deserve to hit me there. A+ fire action. Good job. All right, we got a cube of meat here. I will pick up this tinted rock before heading in, just on the off chance, you know. You never know what could be waiting in that deal with the devil. You know, I'll take Guppy's Paw. Why not? Just do this, cause we can, basically. And keep on going here. I don't know. That 6th room could have been fun, I suppose. But what would we have really rolled into that would have made for a better looking run anyway than this? We could have had some interesting stuff go on for sure. But it would honestly just serve to make this run slower. And maybe that would have been a good thing, because as it stands, that 10-minute estimate I made earlier is looking fairly accurate here, given the speed of things. But really, like, regardless of what we rolled into with that 6th room, it's not like it was going to put us in a bad spot. It really couldn't. The computer savvy run is so notoriously easy that you really can't be thrown into a bad spot unless you just objectively take soy milk or something. It's like, yes, I just want to screw myself over 100%. And then it's like, yeah, sure, go for it, man. If you want to subject yourself to that kind of torture, be my guest, but that sort of thing is not for me. I like throwing wrenches into the plan on occasion, but just doing something that, like, oh, this is just like a damage downgrade, you just lose 20 damage all of a sudden. It's like, well, that's not That's not really throwing a wrench. I mean, it is throwing a wrench into the plan, I guess. But it's just not in a fun way, you know. Not something like a Strange Attractor or well, Ludovico Technique wouldn't be really throwing a wrench into the plan. My button got stuck down there. That's why I kind of went nuts for a second. Sorry about that. I don't know what it is about the sticky buttons. It's maybe just because... I guess it probably is just overuse on this controller, because I do use this PS4 controller for quite a bit. Feels like I'm walking on Sunshine or the Chariot. I mean, one's just kind of better than the other most of the time, isn't it? Might as well just do this, actually. Cube Meat's probably our best damage dealer, because we don't have a huge damage stat. And just like this, our run is about to be over. I will do Boss Rush. That I will do, to artificially inflate the length of this run, I suppose. We might as well try and make it work. Can we get the shovel out of this? We get Abba-fucking-Dawn. Oh, my lord. You're too kind to me, game. You feel bad about all those lost runs that I butchered, like in the previous run? Something like that. You know what? Pick up the Polaroid. It'd be foolish not to. We got Ghost Pepper. We got Holy Water. Libra. And Strange Attractor. You know what? I was just talking about you. Join the fucking party, buddy. I probably would have gone for Libra if it hadn't been actually, like, Strange Attractor right there. That's, like, the one item that superseded it at that moment. I don't know how Libra would have affected us, though. I don't know if it would have been a good or a bad thing, really. Hard to say. Yeah, so unless we get the shovel for beating Boss Rush here, or some other means of progressing to the next floor, then this will be where our run ends. But I think I am fine with that. Could you imagine this? So this, technically, if you want to be technical about it, will not be our shortest challenge run just because we're doing Boss Rush here. So I think Slow Roll is probably going to end up being ultimately shorter. But for the purposes of actually just like completing the challenge up to Mom, hell yeah, this is like an 11-12 minute kind of run. So it's a little bit nuts. And Strange Attractors honestly made this kind of fun. Like the way it's interacting with the pickups and the enemies here, it's not even that detrimental to me. It's just hilarious. Oh, we got the Haunt, champion version of the Haunt. Yeah, we got champion boss rush on this run too, which is not always the greatest thing in the world. We can carry this angel statue around on our beam like it's a fucking play toy or something, like it's on a... Like, really, we're just, like, commanding these enemies like they're on an abacus or something. They're just stuck in straight lines, thanks to Strange Attractor. Like, Strange Attractor and Homing Tears is actually pretty amazing, apparently. Or at least Homing Brimstone and technology and stuff. Homing Beam and laser shots. I'm also getting swarmed by just, like, this clusterfuck of red hearts, thanks to Gimpy. So that's a thing, too, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like I've had this synergy before, like Strange Attractor plus Brimstone and Homing Tears. It's like not obviously not very common, but at the same time, I think I have had it before, and I remembered it being really good. I guess I just haven't had it in so long that I didn't. It's not one thing that you normally think about. Like Brimstone on its own is normally good enough. Brimstone Homing is like extremely good, and then you throw Strange Attractor into it, and like, on paper, you're not quite sure what's going to happen, because normally it's like Strange Attractor equals bad most of the time. But here, I think it's pretty clear that was the right choice for us, the most optimal choice. I can't believe it was actually just Strange Attractor, though, because I was just talking about that as, like, it's like my default go-to item for an item that's just, like, bad enough to, like, not take a lot of the time, but also zany enough to make a run really fun if in the right perfect storm of circumstances. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Speaking of jelly beans, we got two pink ass cages over here ready to be destroyed. Fire, 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 fire. My god. Did we already get the other gurgling, or is there only one gurgling somehow? I think there was probably a second one that we just mutilated in the first, like, second of that wave. I don't know how many more waves there can be. I think we just got, that's the bloat. It was either the bloat or Monstro 2, but either way, it's not the end of the world. Oh, he did 2 hits of damage to me, though. Oh, shit. Almost 3. picking up that Spirit Heart is a little bit, it proved to be a little bit more of a daunting challenge than I anticipated. It's the hardest thing I've encountered in all of Boss Rush. Picking up that lone Spirit Heart amid the fields, amid the Flanders field of red hearts. God almighty. Gotta be nearing the end of this, though. I'm having fun. I kind of don't want it to end. Can we just, like, fight literally every boss? That'd be great. Throw Delirium in here, dude. Delirium Hush. Can that be a wave in Boss Rush? Boss Rush Extra Hard mode? Boss Rush on the Ultra Hard Challenge or something? We got Samson's Chain, which is not going to open up a path to the next floor for us, so that's going to be where we call it today. Another very short one, to be sure. Robo Baby 2.0 has appeared in the basement, fittingly enough. I think the next challenge is actually going to be a turn for the worst. Yeah, Waka Waka. I remember the unlock for it is extremely good, but the challenge itself is fucking hell. So, probably going to be a bit of a longer one than these previous two have been, so look forward to that in a couple episodes. At any rate, that's going to be it for today's video, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and or comment down below. It really helps out the channel and the video, keeps me afloat, and subscribe if you want to see more. I post a single Isaac video every day at noon Mountain Time. I'd love to see you here for the next one. Thank you everyone so much for watching. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.